So apparently, Qatar sets up 15,000 cameras to watch people who actually be coming to watch some of the games. You know, the World Cup this year, which is actually very soon, is going to be in Qatar.
If we're expecting commentators to view matches, it means we're expecting people to also view cameras. I mean, facial recognition cameras, because 15,000 cameras can't be watched by 10 men, 20 men.
Qatar to set up 15,000 facial recognition cameras to watch attendees. Talk about Big Brother. My name is Ade Oyeyipo.
And my name is Tife Tani Momo. In case you're just tuning in here in Nigeria or West Africa and across the globe, this is Trending Stories. And we're talking about Qatar.
Yes.
Please give me a background to that story.
All right. So apparently, Qatar sets up 15,000 cameras to watch people who actually be coming to watch some of the games. You know, the World Cup this year, which is actually very soon, is going to be in Qatar. So the football players aren't the only ones who are going to be watched at the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. The attendees will be too. The entire event, including attendees, will be monitored by 15,000 cameras equipped with facial recognition technology. Niyaz Abdul Rahim, the event's chief technology officer, has said in a report. The surveillance is part of Qatar's efforts to look out for security threats such as terrorism, hooliganism during the tournament, which is expected to draw over 1 million visitors. This is very fascinating.
Very.
You know, and I was reading the background into the story, and you know, Qatar has termed this as just to paraphrase, Qatar has termed this as a gift to the world of sports. You know, so the football, the matches that are going to be happening on the field of play is not the only thing that will be documented, or that is not the only thing that will essentially be watched, but also the people in the stadium. You know, now a background about the investment Qatar has made towards the World Cup. They've built about 7 new stadia to accommodate the 1 million visitors they are expecting to come into the country. You know, I find this very fascinating.
Okay, so I think to a large extent, this is taking a lot from the economy. If you have to invest this much,
300 billion.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It means the economy must be very robust to be able to allow the luxury of taking out 300 million from your entire economy, and it won't cough.
Yeah.
So to a large extent, first of all, I think their economy is doing well enough to be able to take
accommodate that, right?
This responsibility. And just as you're talking about the facial recognition cameras, I feel to a large extent that if we're expecting commentators to view matches, it means we're expecting people to also view cameras. I mean, facial recognition cameras, because 15,000 cameras can't be watched by 10 men, 20 men.
Yeah.
So it means you have spectators. For the pitch, and spectators
for the audience. You know, I saw a picture of the control room that the Qatar technology team have put forward that will be watching this. It looks like a NASA control center, you know, and then they have like massive. I find this very, you know, okay, so for me, the issues in this story for me is privacy and surveillance. Now, background to this story as well, going into Qatar, they expect that everybody who comes into the country would have to download 2 apps. So not only are you going to be watched while you're actually watching the games in the stadiums, in the stadia rather, you're actually going to be monitored while you are in the country. I think, for me, that's quite problematic.
Well said. Just a balance to it will be that the organizers of this contest should ensure that they do not allow this to distract them, because it could be a lot of distractions. I mean, if you have 2-3 people causing ruckus in the stadium at that moment, and a football match is going on, and you're here, you're there, and all that, it could bring a level of distraction as to the total organization of the matches and all. So I feel they need to work on their emotional and psychological intelligence.
That is all we'll be taking on this story on Trending Stories. Keep watching.